A historic shift in Miami. Eileen Higgins' groundbreaking victory. On December 9, 2025, the city of Miami ushered in a new era. Eileen Higgins, a Democrat and former county commissioner, won the mayoral runoff by a decisive margin, becoming the first Democratic mayor in nearly 30 years, and the first woman ever elected to the post. Higgins defeated Emilio Gonzalez, a Republican with the endorsement of former President Donald Trump, by approximately 59% to 41%. This effectively ends nearly 3 decades of uninterrupted Republican control of the mayor's office in Miami. What this victory represents? A break from long-standing power dynamics. The last time a Democrat held the mayor's office was in 1997, and until now, no woman had ever achieved the role. Higgins' win is historic not just for its political implication but for what it signifies in terms of representation and change. A vote of no confidence in hardline national politics. Though the race was officially nonpartisan, the contest evolved into a broader referendum on national issues, notably the immigration policies championed by the Trump administration and local Republicans. Higgins campaigned heavily on protecting immigrant communities, criticizing policies she characterized as cruel and inhumane, including the use of detention facilities and aggressive enforcement actions. Resonance with Miami's diverse population. With a large immigrant and Hispanic majority population, many voters responded to Higgins' calls for affordable housing, immigrant rights, and a more inclusive vision for Miami. Her message, that government should serve everyone, not just the privileged few, echoed deeply across communities long anxious about deportations and rising living costs. Broader implications beyond City Hall. Political observers are reading Higgins' win as more than a local milestone. It may signal shifting demographics and sentiment in a key battleground city and state. Miami-Dade County, which swung for Trump in the 2024 presidential election, has now produced a mayor who campaigned against many of Trump's core policies. Moreover, analysts argue this result could foreshadow broader changes ahead. According to data referenced by media outlets, cities across the U.S. are seeing declining support for Trump-endorsed candidates. Some see Miami's result as a wake-up call to Republicans, especially in majority-minority areas, ahead of the 2026 midterms. Higgins' campaign also emphasized practical local issues, affordable housing, improved city services, streamlined permitting, explicitly contrasting them with national political flashpoints. This could mark a shift toward more locally grounded politics, even in cities long viewed through the lens of national partisan battles. What comes next? Challenges and opportunities. As mayor, Higgins inherits a city confronting housing affordability pressures, infrastructure needs, and economic inequalities, issues that disproportionately affect immigrant and working-class communities. She has pledged to convert city-owned land into affordable housing and streamline spending, while improving city services and infrastructure. Yet critics caution that the power of the Miami mayor is limited, often more ceremonial than executive. Some argue the real test lies in how effectively she collaborates with city commissioners and navigates entrenched political networks. Nonetheless, for many Miami residents, particularly those in immigrant, working-class, and historically marginalized communities, this election represents hope for a city more responsive to their needs. As Higgins put it on election night, voters chose competence over chaos, results over excuses. What this means for Florida and the nation. The outcome in Miami points to a possible reconfiguration of political allegiances in parts of Florida long considered strongholds for Republicans, especially among Latino and immigrant voters. If similar trends unfold elsewhere, it could complicate GOP strategies ahead of future statewide and national elections. For Democrats, it offers momentum. A decisive win in a city like Miami, with its large immigrant population, importance as an international gateway, and symbolic weight, could energize efforts to engage communities feeling squeezed by aggressive immigration enforcement and rising cost of living. For the nation, the election underscores a broader dynamic. In 2025, local races are no longer isolated or safe. Many have become proxies for national debates over immigration, inequality, governance, and identity. The message from Miami voters seems clear: local elections matter. The choices made at City Hall can reflect and influence the direction of the country.